Good morning. We are going to continue in the 9th paragraph of the first Sicha of the Dvar Malchus. The Rebbe is going to be focusing on why is Hilchas Moshiach, why is the laws of Moshiach all the way at the end. And the Rebbe is going to answer that Moshiach is the belief in Moshiach is not just the belief in the person that Moshiach is going to come, but it's also what the effect of the Mashiach will have on the world, that we will go back to doing Torah mitzvahs the way we are fully supposed to, as we did them in the times of the Beis Hamikdash, to the fullest extent that we were able to do them then. Hilchos HaMashiach Chichnas HaRambam B'Sim Sifrei HaYad B'Seif Hilchos Malachim U'Milchom Mesayim. The laws of Mashiach, the Rambam put in the 11th, at the end of his Sefer, at the end of the laws of the wars of the laws of kings and the laws of their wars. Being that is the ramifications and the concept of Moshiach according to Allah. Rambam of Harsh Beperek Yudalev. The Rambam explains it in the 11th chapter of Hilchos Malachim. Not only the concept of the coming of Mashiach and the obligation to believe in him, as we see over here, as the Rambam says earlier, as Rebbe brings from the Rambam at the beginning of the Sicha, that someone who doesn't believe in Mashiach as the person, not only then there's also believing in Mashiach as the concept of the redemption. Gam Mao in Yonai, number one in Yonai, there's three things here that the Rebbe says. And in Yonai, the concept of Mashiach, Gidroi, the ramifications of Mashiach, characteristics, Upuulase, and the effect that Mashiach accomplishes, has on the world, Ba'ifan his Galusai, and the way that he's revealed. And as an outcome of that, what is the essential concept of the belief in Mashiach? And this is the intention of the Rambam in the beginning of the parak when he writes, Melech HaMashiach, the King Mashiach, Osid, Lama Yulhachsa Malchus David Liyoshna Lamamshala Harishayna. The Mashiach is going to bring back the kingdom of David to its original reign, to the way that it was in the beginning. He's going to build a Beis Hamikdash. Yisrael, and is going to gather in the Eden from around the world. And all the statutes are going to go to the way they were before. We're going to bring karbanas in the Beis Hamikdash. And we're going to do we're going to have the Shemitah. We're going to have the Shemitah and the Yovlas and the sabbatical years, according to the way that it is stated in the Torah. So, this whole lengthy description of what is going to happen when Mashiach comes, says the Rebbe, Enzer Rak Sipur Ma Yasa HaMashiach. It's not just a story of what's going to happen when Mashiach is going to come. And what's going to happen in his days. It's a law. Hageder de Mashiach, who the ramifications of King Mashiach is Shahu Machzir, that he returns. What does he return? Malchus David Layoshna Ulamim Shalom Harishayna. He returns the kingdom of David to its original state. Mashiach is not going to do something new. Even though in actuality that's what basically happens, that he builds the Beis Hamikdash and he gathers all the Yidden. So therefore, once Mashiach builds the base of Mikdash and all the Yidden are in Eretz Yisrael, so then automatically, and therefore, the mitzvahs automatically go back to the way that it was before. Then we all do like what it says in Torah, like we say in Musaf. Then when Mashiach comes, we're going to do the mitzvahs the way that you want. That Shemitah and Yevlos you only do that you only do Shemitah and Yevlos when all the Yidden are in Eretz Yisrael. And now in the time of Galos, or in the stages of, or as Rebbe says, Mashiach in other places, now as we get closer to Mashiach, we don't have the base of Mikdash and all the Yidden are in Eretz Yisrael, so we don't do Shemitah and Yevlos. So it comes out that the lack of doing Torah mitzvahs was because all the Yidden were in Eretz Yisrael, and that we don't have the base of Mikdash. Once we have the base of Mikdash and we have all the Yidden in Eretz Yisrael, so then you automatically do the mitzvahs to their complete state. That is the general concept of exile. The whole concept of exile is concluded and finished when Mashiach comes. And this is what the Mashiach does, that he returns the kingdom of David and all the laws go back to the way that it was before. He brings back the completion of Torah and mitzvahs. So here the Rebbe adds, it's also the difference of opinion in this. It has a nafkamina in halacha. The gabi emuna, but in order to believe in him. But and how does it have to play out my belief in and my await for the coming of Mashiach? Mashiach, meaning that is the ramifications and the characteristic of Mashiach. My belief in Mashiach is not just that Mashiach is going to come and take the Yidden out of Golos and we're going to have an end to all our sorrows and pain. Ella maimin boy, I believe in him. That what shehu machzer malchus davar liyishna v'chayzon kol hamishpatim. That first the Rambam says that if you don't believe in him as the person, so then the Rambam says, well, Mashiach is going to be. He's in Navi Gadol Karev L'Mashir Rabbeinu. Then he says that all the halachas go back to the way that it was. So being that I'm believing in Mashiach, that I'm going to have shleimas haTorah and mitzvahs, that is the full belief in Mashiach. And tomorrow we will, Emir Hashem, continue Ois Yud, the 10th paragraph, where the Rebbe will continue the proof that the Rambam brings the second proof. That first we said in the beginning of the Sicha, the Rambam brings V'shava Shamakecha Shavuscha. Now then the Rambam brings that. Then the Rambam brings from Parshas Bilam about Arenu V'Liata, Arenu V'Likard, of all those details. And in Ois Yud, the Rebbe is going to bring. Why did the Rambam bring those pieces? Why did the Rambam bring those proofs to Moshiach in continuation of what he's saying now? That Moshiach is not just that he's going to take the honor of Golos, but when Moshiach is going to come, we're going to have the full extent of Torah mitzvahs to their fullest capacity.